Thank you for watching this Dear Systems tutorial. In this video, we'll take a look at the use of the sales credit note functionality. There are many scenarios that can be covered by a sales credit note. In this video, we're going to go through a few of them. The first scenario is when the unit price has been overcharged. The second scenario is when the customer has received damaged goods. The third is when an entire shipment was sent incorrectly and the refund needs to be made for the entire shipment. The fourth is when a discount is applied after the invoice has been processed. And finally, when a credit note needs to be produced that's not attached to any one particular invoice. To begin creating a credit note for the first four scenarios, you can start by navigating to the Sales module and opening a sale you wish to process. From here, navigate to the Credit Note tab where you'll be presented with a couple of options. Note that the credit note number will be assigned automatically once the credit note is authorized. So first, we'll need to enter a credit note date. You can then either start creating credit note lines manually, or you can conveniently copy details from the sales invoice. The first scenario we'll look at is when the unit price has been overcharged for an item. As a credit note is considered a negative invoice, we'll always need a credit for the value we are reducing. If the actual price for this item was $10 less than what was charged, then we'll need to enter in the difference of $10 in the price field. Delete any items that we invoiced correctly, and then authorize the credit note. When producing credit notes for stocked items, you'll be taken to the Restock tab. Here, you'll be able to review what items you'll be returning from the sales order. As we've simply overcharged in this scenario and aren't returning any goods, I can remove the product lines and authorize the restock. Going back to the credit note, you'll be able to print or email the credit note directly to your customer. At this point, the credit note is ready to be synchronized with your integrated accounting application. If a payment has been applied to the invoice, you can record a refund from Dear Inventory. To do this, you'll need to select the Refund button, select the account, provide a reference, date, and of course an amount, then save. The second credit note scenario involves a shipment of goods in which a customer has received a damaged product. In this case, multiple products were shipped, but only a single product was damaged. We'll need to enter a quantity of 1 in the Credit Note tab and select Authorize. You'll then automatically be prompted to perform the restock to put this product back into inventory. Since this product is damaged, all we want to do is write it off. So we can do this simply by removing the product line from the restock and authorizing. The next scenario involves a shipment that was sent to the customer incorrectly and the entire shipment will be returned. In this instance, we'll simply copy all the items from the invoice and then authorize. At this point, you'll be prompted yet again to restock the items back into inventory. The next scenario involves a situation where a discount is issued after the order is completed. Here, we'll use the additional charge sections of the credit note. This is where we can add an item and give it a description that best matches the scenario. In this case, I'm going to use post-invoice discount. Make sure that you have the correct tax rule and that you've chosen the correct account. Then hit Authorize to complete. As this credit note didn't contain any products, you're not required to do a restock stage. The last scenario is raising a credit note that is not attached to any individual sale invoice. To do this, navigate to the Sales module and select New Sale Credit Note. Note that you'll not be able to include any products in the credit note and you'll only be able to use service type items. Start by selecting a customer in the document header. Then add all the relevant service line items and amounts. When complete, select Authorize. At the very bottom, you can select an account in which any refund is going to be paid out to. Or add the value of the credit note as a customer credit, which we'll cover in another video. And that concludes this video on sale credit notes.